Greetings, welcome back once again everyone. I'm Zarzardi, also known as Matthew, and today I want to give a brief update into my Nerf Rival Perses loadout. I was able to obtain the out of darts 3D printed Hopper, which is an ideal upgrade for the Nerf Rival Perses. I've got it in light blue, as I want this blaster to kind of have a two-tone and stand out enough to where people can tell that it's a blaster and not an actual firearm. So looking at the Hopper, this will take your ammo capacity up about 110 to 120 rounds. The stock hopper holds 50. This hopper, which was shipped in two parts, and then you just put those together. It all snaps together, which is great. Really great innovation here from Out of Darts and Luke. You don't have to glue it onto the hopper at all. There's really minimal assembly required. You just snap it right on. This is really smooth here, the lid. And it's nice because you have the magnets there that keep it closed. It's also the exact circumference, which is great for your paintball pods. You can see you could just take your pod and drop it right there. And in testing during battle, it works quite well actually. You don't lose that many rival ammo rounds as you are reloading. So one thing I don't see a lot of other people doing as of yet is mounting an optic on their Perses. And obviously without a hopper or something like this, that's impossible or could crack your transparent lid. So I was able to mount this worker end strike to Picatinny rail on here simply by drilling some small holes in the top. Of course I had to measure to make sure that it was going to be straight and aligned, which was no problem. This optic is really nice because it has this cover here. It's also not a very large optic. I thought about putting the Nerf Rival red dot on here, but it's too large and it looks a bit cumbersome. This optic is really sleek, really small, and it gets the job done for a red dot. It has two settings for your red dot. You have your dimmer red dot, and then you can turn it up to a brighter red dot, which is really nice actually. I've calibrated already, so it's right where it needs to be. And thanks to this cap here, I don't have to worry about this optic getting scratched at all. The optic is removable. You can put any type of tactic you'd like on here that's Picatinny. And the best part is that this rail is also removable. So I could remove this rail, I could put a different type of rail on there, end strike, Picatinny, whatever. And it works great. So I have my pod set up here. These pods worked well before I got the hopper, as they only hold about 50 rounds, which is perfect. These pods will now work much better with this hopper, as I have a much increased ammo capacity. This 6-in-1 pod holster. I have another pod where the air tank usually goes, and this right here holds about 400 to 500 rounds. So with a setup like this, you won't have to worry about running out of ammo during live war. So we'll do a quick firing demo. I've been firing already, as you can see here. I'll just give you a good idea. You do have to give it a little shake every now and again. But as you can see, that rate of fire is just, it's so good. And one of the main gripes about the Perses was the imbalance of ammo capacity to rate of fire, as you can really empty out your hopper very quickly. And with a hopper like this, it almost remedies that. It's a game breaker for the battlefield. I've also done the Hopper Eject Mod here, which you can see. I've cut the top off of this right here, so when you sling it on the right side, you don't have to worry about the hopper ejecting on you, getting caught on any of your tactical gear. I've noticed that Out of Darts is also putting out a 3D printed part for this, which I thought about buying, but I wanted to see if I could accomplish it without that first, which I did. You simply have to cut this off. I go into details on this mod in one of my previous videos, which I'll have linked below. Also linked below, I'll have links to all of these tactics, such as the Nerf Rival foregrip and flashlight. I like the vertical grip on this much better than the angled grip. I guess that's just my preference. Along with the GXG tactical pod holsters and the pods themselves. Still might do a lipo mod. I see Out of Darts is putting out a nifty little tray for lipo here. And a trigger switch as well. Really cool innovation coming out from Luke and Out of Darts. Thank you again, Luke, for getting this to me. But yeah, Nerf Rival Perses. Made even better through this type of extended hopper mod. I'd like to thank you all for watching. More foam flinging action coming to this channel soon. And until next time, be well, everyone.